Hello, hello, hello! On behalf of Dan Heisman, Eternal Patzer, and all of the administrators at the Dan Heisman Learning Center with the DHLC, I would like to welcome you to our group. Now, we have a pretty big group, and we have a lot of activities that are going on at any one given time. So the purpose of this is to show you around, let you see what the DHLC has to offer. So let's take a look. If we go into the forums, we will see we have quite a few forums and pinned topics, and let's discuss a little bit of them. The first one here we have is I want to be a slow chess friend. You can take a look in there. That's for people who would like to find other people who would like to play games, perhaps people about your skill level, perhaps somebody to mentor you, perhaps you can mentor someone else, a variety of things that you can do, but you just do that to find some other friends to add to your friend list and hopefully get some games in with them. We're all in this quest to get better at this, so that's a pretty cool thing. The next pinned topic we have here is exploring the resources on Dan's website. If y'all haven't seen it, Dan has a website, and it's got a wealth of information on it. And so let me show you that real quick. As you can see, here it is. You can get to the link from that forum. And Dan is a full-time instructor. He has been teaching for many, many, many years. Many people here know that he is the teacher for Howard Stern. Howard Stern, very well known in the United States for his radio show. Dan is a writer. Dan has written several books, and Dan has written several articles. Many of them are available for us to look at no cost. Dan writes a column called the Novice Nook. There are many excellent articles in the Novice Nooks. Do not let the name fool you. They are good for everyone, not just novices. And they are also about almost any subject that you can think of, whether it be opening, middle game, end game, mating strategies, all sorts of things. The thinking process, time, anything you can think of. Most likely Dan has an article about it. He's got a multitude of resources available on his website, so check it out for sure. So that is another forum that we have in the DHLC. So let's take a look at some of the others. The next thing we have is a game analysis department. Did you have a game that you just bombed, and what in the world happened? How did I lose this? Well, go ahead, post it in the game analysis department, and one of the stronger players will come along and they might discuss it with you, and you can see some of the things that could have been done differently, maybe a move that wasn't so great, maybe a move that was very strong that you didn't take advantage of. All sorts of people there to help with that, and that is another resource that we have here at the DHLC. Another forum we have here is My Last Lesson with Dan. Many of the members here also are Dan's students. And so those of the students that have been kind enough to write up their lessons, we can all take advantage of it, and we can all learn from their lesson as well. So it's a way of sharing some of the knowledge that we have received. And Dan says if he gets enough of the people that write up their lesson, he'll make it into a book. So definitely check that out. We also have a suggestion box. Many of the ideas that you see in the DHLC came about because of that suggestion box, such as the I Want to Be a Slow Chess Friend, the My Last Lesson forum, and many of our in-house or in-group tournaments that we have that I'll talk about in just a few minutes. So that is the suggestion box. If you think you have a suggestion that's definitely worth looking into, absolutely, by all means, leave it there. We'll take a look at it, discuss it with a lot of the administrators, and see if we can make it happen. We also have a DHLC shop, and there many members can get mugs, t-shirts, all sorts of equipment. And what's wonderful, there's a couple of great things about that. Number one, all proceeds go to charity. Number two, many of the logos you see there were designed by our own members. So it's a way of sharing our creativity with the group, and it's a win-win for everybody. It really is. We have a welcome to the DHLC that Eternal Patzer made. So that's there. We have a link to the Slow Chess League. Anybody who plays in our in-group tournaments, we can join that Slow Chess League. We are a part of that. We have a DHLC, frequently asked questions. You can go in there if you have a question. You might very well see the answer there. If not, you can post in it, and hopefully one of us will come along and try to answer it for you. We also have a DHLC guideline for conduct. We are a learning center, and so we do ask that people conduct themselves in a proper fashion. We don't really have a problem with that here, but it's always nice to have that guideline, and we can look and see some of the guidelines that we have for people who like to participate in our events that we have here at the DHLC. Another thing that we have many times, we have prizes and we have contests. These contests are not always for people who have a lot of skill. Some of them are luck, some of them are just taking a number out of a hat. So there are all sorts of things that they put out on a regular basis, and you can win prizes here. Dan has even been kind enough to donate lessons to some members before, so that's always a nice thing. And one of the biggest aspects of our DHLC that was started, I think, not too far into the growth of it, was a newsletter. And I'm going to show you that before I get into our tournaments. And I smile and kind of giggle when I say that, because I'm actually our newsletter editor. I have been just fortunate enough and absolutely blessed that I was asked to do this, and it's something that I really, really enjoy. So if you want to see any of the newsletters, you just pop over to the news, and there they are. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off one of our newsletters. I'm just going back a few episodes, a few editions here. And we have the DHLC newsletter. And I went back so I can show you that we saved them, so you can look back at all of them. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what they have in them. It's quite cool. We have a welcome. We have updates regarding our slow chess and some of the things that we have going on there. Our in-house tournaments. We have in-house tournaments that are both live, and we have in-house tournaments that are 960 and online correspondence tournaments. So we have a lot of things to do here. But we have updates about that. We have members that are fortunate enough to share some of their knowledge that they have. Dan has a corner. Dan often contributes for us. We have another section called blog highlights. That is mine. And as I said, I'm a beginner myself. So every player, no matter what your rating, has something to offer. So that's really cool. And another couple of things that we have here that are definitely worth looking into. We have a member here by the name of Farnell. Very, very talented, both in writing and in instructing. Farnell has been one of those kind players that is so generously mentored with me, and he's a terrific teacher, but he also is a terrific writer, and he gives us some puzzles, and he doesn't just give us one or two, he gives us several, and they often have a theme, and you can try your hand at those, and those are also a part of our newsletter. And we also have something called a game of the month, and I thought the September edition had one. I guess we didn't, but we often have a game of the month. That Farnell writes that as well. So that's another aspect of our newsletter. Something else that is a part of the DHLC, and that is one of our sister groups. One of our sister groups is called the Dan Heisman Learning Center Chat Club. This is very, very cool. This is something that also was created as a result of one of our members' suggestions. And it's like going to your chess club. Only you don't have to get in your car, and you don't have to drive, and you don't have to do anything. You can just join us. It is a sister group, so please go ahead and hunt for it. You can always find it off of my page if anything else. And it's right here. And what we do, we get together at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Monday evenings. And what we do is we pop over to the chat room. And so that's what you do. You come to the chat room. Not many people in it at this time because we don't have a planned event going on. However, we do on Monday evening, 7 o'clock Eastern time. We get together and we chat about everything. And we try to arrange games between the players who come to visit. They can be practice games. If you have an opening that you want to practice and you want an unrated game, you can do that. If you want to play with a stronger player, you can do that. And hello, Dexter13, also known as Dexter, also known as Dex. Dexter is one of our stronger players who often participates in the chat room chess club. And Dexter has a wealth of information, and he's smart as a cookie. Smart as a cookie. That's not, he's a smart cookie. There you go. He's a smart cookie. And he will often watch a lot of the games and give us a lot of insight and help. And so the chat room chess club is again on Monday evenings. And something else that happens is Dan often comes by, and Dan will often watch the games. So it's like getting free lessons from Dan and other members of our group as well. As I said, they can be rated, they can be unrated, they can be rated, whatever you would like, and we have it, and we can just get together and we chat and we're silly. And one night we did have an all-nighter, so the chat room is getting more popular. We love having people there, so we can have people from all sorts of time zones join in. Generally, we start at Monday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern. One night it did go all night until 7 a.m. the next morning, and so we can get a lot of our international friends in there. And so that is another aspect, a sister group of the Dan Heisman Learning Center. And I've saved the best, well, not the best, I guess one of the biggest things, last but definitely not least. There we go. Let's say it like that. Last but definitely not least, we have many in-house tournaments. Probably the biggest are some of the tournaments that we have as part of the DHLC that we play in the live server. As I said, we do have some correspondence tournaments as well, but I think the bulk of them are live tournaments. And if you would like to participate in those, we definitely invite you to do so. Go into the forums and scroll down till you see DHLC Slow Chess League Qualifier. And you can pop in there, you can read about it and what we do there. If you'd like to play in our league, these, again, they are in-group tournaments. And are separate from chess.com, so there's no restrictions as far as being able to participate in them, even if you are participating in another tournament through chess.com. And we have a video here that will tell you all about the league qualifier and how it works. And so if that's something that you think you would like to do, we definitely invite you to join that as well. So as you can see, there are so many things going on in the Dan Heisman Learning Center. Again, on behalf of Dan Heisman, Eternal Patzer, who is the super administrator of the group, and all of the administrators in the group, I'm Chris Angel. Welcome to the group. We hope you enjoy it, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.